Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Friends, I'm Gourav Gupta and I'm back with another session on games and tournaments, which is one of the topics, one of the most important topics in LRDI section of CAT examination. Now, if I talk about games and tournaments, this topic, yes, though there were no question, there was not even a single set of games and tournaments in CAT 2023. But if I look at the previous year papers of CAT examination, if I look at last 5 to 6 years, then we can say that based on the questions, based on the sets that have come in LRDI section of CAT examination over the past 6 7 years, games and tournaments has always been one of the most important areas. Never mind, we did not find any question in CAT 2023, but that does not mean that the question will not appear in CAT 2024. So we will, or we should prepare for each and every topic, and let's see what will happen in CAT 2024. But from the point of view of our examination, games and tournaments has always been an important area in LRDI section. Now, this session is part number two on games and tournaments. Previously, I've taken a session on 3rd of January 2024, wherein we have discussed one set on games and tournaments, right? So, today we shall continue whatever we have been doing in these sessions. So, today in this part two, I'll discuss one more set of games and tournaments, and and attending these sessions, solving these questions will enable you to understand the different types of questions that can come in your examination. All right. So be regular with these sessions, and definitely it will keep on increasing the amount of knowledge that you will have. And obviously, you can practice all these things in the mock test series, which is offered by BYJU'S, and then you can just go for CAT examination, for which you'll be very comfortable because you have already practiced good amount of questions in these sessions. Okay, now let's begin with today's set. So this set, the information will be given on two slides. So this is the direction set. You can start reading this. Now, generally speaking, the level of difficulty that you will be getting in questions of games and tournaments will be slightly higher. Okay, you'll not see a moderate level of difficulty. So the level of difficulty will be higher as compared to the other things. This is why it is very important to practice as many sets as possible. Okay, so one such set is on your screen. Read it carefully. The information will be given in two slides. This is slide number one for the information. On the next screen, there will be a table in which some data will be missing, and then there will also be some facts that will be given to you. So the information that is given on this slide is very general information. So let's read it out. Six players, the names are given: Tanzi, Umiza, Wangdu, Zyla, Yonita, and Zeneca competed in an archery tournament. The tournament had three compulsory rounds. So first three rounds are compulsory: round one, two, and three. Okay. Now in each round, every player shot an arrow at a target. Hitting the center of the target, called bullseye, fetched the highest score of 5. The only other possible scores that a player could achieve were 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so first three rounds are compulsory. Round number 1, 2, and 3. In every round, you will have to shoot an arrow at a target. Hitting the center, called bullseye, will fetch you 5. And the other possible scores that can be obtained are 4, 3, 2, 1. Every bullseye score in the first three rounds gave a player an additional chance to shoot in the bonus rounds, round 4 to 6. Okay, so in the first three rounds, if a player will have one bullseye, then he will get one more chance to shoot after round number 3. If he will have two bullseye, then he will have two chances to shoot in round number 4 and then round number 5. If three bullseye, then the player will be there in round number 4, 5, and 6. He will get three extra chances. Okay, so compulsory rounds are round 1, 2, and 3. And then based on the number of bullseye, you will be given those many chances after round 3. Simple information. The possible scores in round 4, 5, and 6 were identical to the first three. Okay, so that means in round 4, 5, and 6, the scores that any player can achieve can be from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, very simple information given in the first paragraph. Let's move ahead and look at the second paragraph. A player's total score in the tournament was the sum of his or her scores in all the rounds played by him or her. The table that I'll be showing you, the table presents partial information on the points scored by the players after completion of the tournament. I'll quickly give you a glimpse of this table and we'll come back to this information. So if you look at the table, there are some blanks, and at some places NP is written, and then there are some scores which are given. Okay, so let's understand what do we mean by these hyphens, numbers, and wherever NP is written. Now the table presents partial information on points scored by the players after completion of the tournament. Okay, so tournament is completed. The table shows the partial information. In the table, NP means that the player did not participate in that round, while a hyphen means that the player participated in that round, but the score information is missing. So this is what we'll have to fill. Okay, so simple set of directions are given to us. These are 6 players. There will be 3 compulsory rounds. If a player will hit bullseye, will fetch 5 points and will get an additional chance to shoot at the target in round 4, 5, or 6. All right, fine. Now let's understand this table. So if I look at the first player, Tenzi, Tenzi has obviously participated in round 1, round 2, and round 3. Round 2, he has scored 4. In round 1 and round 3, the scores are missing. Okay. Now, since there are 2 NPs and this person has participated in round 4, that means this person has scored exactly one bullseye in round 1, 2, or 3. In round 2, the score 4 is given. So that means bullseye cannot be scored in round 2. So in round 1 or round 3, Tanzi has scored a bullseye. Okay, that is why this player has got a chance to shoot in round 4. Since not participated in round 5 and round 6, that means exactly one bullseye in the first 3 rounds. Similarly, Umeza has got round 4 and round 5, no, not participated in round 6. So that means in first 3 rounds, Umeza has scored 2 bullseye. Okay, Wangdu, NP, 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 not participated in any of 4th, 5th, and 6th round. So that means Wangdu has not scored any bullseye in the first 3 rounds. Likewise, you can conclude, you can interpret whatever information is given in this table. All right, I hope everything is fine. Now, below the table, some facts are also given. Now, fact number 1, Tanzi, Umeza, and Yonita had the same total score. Okay, fine, good. Total scores of all players except one were in multiples of 3. Okay, so out of 6 players, there are 5 players whose scores are multiples of 3, and there is one player whose score is not a multiple of 3. Wonderful. Point number 3. So if I'll combine point number 1 and point number 2, point number 1 says that the scores of 3 are same. And point number 2 says that out of 6, 5 have multiples of 3 and 1 does not have multiple of 3. So that means I can say that Tanzi, Umeza and Yogita, in तीनों का score क्या होना चाहिए? The scores should be multiples of 3 because their scores are equal, right? So this is after combining statement number 1 and 2. Now, reading the further statements, the highest total score was one more than double of the lowest total score. Wonderful. The number of players hitting bullseye in round 2 was double that in round 3. Number 5, Tanzi and Zenica had the same score in round 1, but different scores in round number 3. Now, combining all this information, now we will have to fill this table. And then once the table is filled, we will be able to answer all these questions, like answer all the 4 questions very easily. So the agenda is to complete this table, right? So look at this table. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Look at this and find out the missing numbers. So 2 minutes, understand, try to fill the missing numbers, and then we'll have a complete discussion on this set. Yes, anyone? One more minute and then we'll have a discussion on this. One more minute. Pratosh, good afternoon, sir. We're going to take online YouTube sessions for CT 2024. Pratosh, for your information, we have already started with CT 2024 sessions on YouTube. Okay. Recently, I think today is Wednesday. So, Monday, I have taken a session on logical reasoning. Okay. So, the sessions have already started. You must check our YouTube channel for the upcoming sessions, right? So, and just for information of other students as well, we have already started sessions on MHCT 2024, and soon we'll also be starting the sessions on CMAT. CMAT examination will be starting the sessions as well. Also, just for your information, uh, you will find the link in the description of this session as well. Two things for all of you. We have already started with an online program, online course for MHCT preparation, in which we'll be giving 55 plus live lectures. There will be more than 250 pre-recorded videos with the entire test series available. All right. So all of you can visit our application and you can enroll for that program. The original fee was 12,000 for the program. Right now it is being offered at a price of 4,800, which includes the entire test series as well. Okay. Now, towards the end of this session, I'll be giving you the details, or what I should do is wait. I'll give you the details right now of that program. Just give me a few seconds. Meanwhile, you are solving this set. Give me a few seconds. Okay, so this is MHCT specialized course that we have already launched. So 55 plus live lectures, 50 plus recorded live classes, 250 plus pre-recorded conceptual classes, 12 mock papers based on actual paper pattern, and more than 3,500 practice questions across all level of difficulties. So these are the things that will be available to you in this MHCT specialized course. Once again, I repeat that the price has been reduced at present, so you don't have to pay 12,000 rupees for this entire program. The price that we are offering, like if you enroll for this program, will be 4,800 rupees. You can go to our application and enroll for this program, right? So this is number one. Next thing is, in case you want to have a counseling session from the experts at BYJU'S Exam Prep, okay, then there is a Google form that you need to fill. The link of that Google form is pinned in the chat box, as well as it will be there. It will be available in the description. Okay, so what you have to do is you just have to fill in your details in that Google form, and a career counselor will call you and will help you in clarifying all the doubts that you have in your mind related to your preparation. Okay, just fill in that Google form and you will get a call. Great. Okay, so now let's begin solving this set, all of us together. Now, once again, I tell you that games and tournaments is one of the most important areas for the preparation of CAT. Okay, now the first point, Tenzi, Omeza, and Yonita had scored the same total. So Tenzi, Omeza, and Yonita. Okay. Now, based on the number of rounds out of round 4, 5, and 6, based on the number of rounds in which a person has participated, I will calculate the number of bullseye that a player has scored in first 3 rounds. For Tenzi, only round 4, so one bullseye in first 3 rounds. For Omeza, two participations, round 4 and round 5. So there will be two bullseye for this person. Wangdu, no bullseye. Zyla, three participations, round 4, 5, and 6. So that means Zyla will have three bullseye. So I will write 5, 5, and 5 in the table. Okay, I have not done that for Tenzi and Umeza because I don't know out of the blanks which of the scores will be 5. But for Zyla, all 5s are there. Okay, Yonita, only one participation, so there will be one bullseye. For Zenica, two participations, so there will be two bullseye in the first 3 rounds. All right. Now I'll write the scores, the possible scores of Tenzi, Omeza, and Yonita. Now Tenzi, out in the first 3 rounds, Tenzi has 1-5, 1-4 already there, and in round 4 it has 1-5. So Tenzi will score 14 plus A. So let's say A will be the another score of Tenzi. So Tenzi has scored 5 and A in round 1 and round 3 in any order. Okay. Now Omeza, let's assume that in one of the rounds, Omeza has scored B. So total score of Omeza will be 5 plus 5 plus 3, that is 13 plus B. Okay. Yonita, let's say Yonita has scored C in one of the rounds. Okay, so 5 and 5, 10 and 3, 13. Now Yonita's score will be 13 plus C. Okay, now since we know that Omeza and Yonita will have equal scores, so instead of C, I can say that Yonita will have the same value that Omeza has in one of the missing rounds. So instead of C, I will write B here. ठीक है ना, B लिख देते हैं. Okay, so 5B and 13 plus B. So now let's cross check. So for Tenzi, it will be 14 plus A. For Omeza, 5 plus 5 plus 3, that is 13 plus B. For Yonita, it will be 5 plus 5 plus 3, that is 13 plus B. Okay, Tenzi, Omeza, and Yonita should have equal scores. Okay, now their scores are 14 plus A, 13 plus B, and 13 plus B. Okay, now I know that all the three scores should be multiples of 3, right? Because I've already mentioned this thing. statement 1 and statement 2 को अगर मैं combine करता हूँ, statement 2 says that total scores of all the players except one were the multiples of 3. So 5 players should have scores which are multiples of 3, and only one player will have score that is not a multiple of 3. So these three players, Tenzi, Umeza and Yonita, will definitely have scores which are multiples of 3. Now to make 13 plus B a multiple of 3, the value of B can either be 2, so 13 plus 2 is 15, or it will be 5. 13 plus 5 is 18. Now B cannot be 5 because it will be a bullseye. B ka value 5 to ho hi nahi sakta. Okay, so we can say that the value of B will be 2. So the scores will be 15. The total scores will be 15, 15 and 15. So from here I can say that the value of A is 1 and B is 2. Okay, so the missing scores of Tenzi are 5 and 1. Missing scores of Omeza are 5, 5 and 2. Missing scores of Yonita are 5 and 2. Okay, so these are the missing scores of Tenzi, Omeza and Yonita. I have already calculated. Okay, so statement number 1 is completely used. Clear? Okay, now let's move on. I'm now left with Wangdu, Zyla and Zeneca. Zyla is already done in round 1, 2 and 3. Zyla's score in round 6 is left. Okay. Now Zyla का score लिख देते हैं 5, 5, 5 and 5, 20, 21. So Zyla's score is 21 plus something. Okay. Now Wangdu did not score bullseye in any of the rounds. So Wangdu का maximum score कितना हो सकता है? 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 12. But I'll not write it as of now. Talking about Zeneca at the bottom, two scores are already 5, 5, one missing, and another two are 5, 5. So again, Zeneca's total score is 20 plus something. Okay, clear? Wonderful. Now, out of the remaining three, Wangdu, Zyla, and Zeneca, two of them will have scores in the multiple of 3, and one of them will have a score which is not a multiple of 3. Itna clear hai? Point number 3, the highest total score was one more than double the lowest total score. Now lowest total score to clearly Wangdu ka hi hoga. Okay, because Wangdu's score is 12 or less and everybody else has more than 12. Okay, so if Wangdu's score is 12, which is a multiple of 3, okay, then this is the lowest score and the highest score will be one more than double of this. That means 25, which is not a multiple of 4, which is not a multiple of 3. Okay. Wangdu's score can also be 11. Then the highest score will be 23. Now these two numbers are not possible because neither 11 nor 23 are the multiples of 3. ठीक है? So 11 and 23 ये तो possible नहीं है, इसको काट देते हैं. Then it can be 10 and 21. Now 10 and 21, अगर 10 lowest score है, 21 highest score है, 21 cannot be the highest score because Zyla का score 21 plus something तो है ही. Okay, Zyla's score is more than 21. So again, this possibility is not there. So now it is clear that the lowest score is 12, which is for Zyla. So sorry, which is for Wangdu. So Wangdu का lowest score हो गया 12. That means Wangdu will have 4, 4 and 4 in first 3 rounds. Wangdu cannot have 5. That is why it is 4, 4 and 4. Okay. So Wangdu's total score is 12. This is done. ये 15, 15, 15 तो हो गया था. And the highest score is 25. Right. The highest score of Zyla का होगा या Zeneca का. Now Zeneca cannot have 25. Otherwise, Zeneca will have all bullseye and then Zeneca will have to participate in round 6. But since Zeneca does not participate in round 6, so that means Zeneca cannot score 25. It's Zyla who will score 25. Okay, so Zyla's missing score in round number 6 is 4 and the total score is 25. Done? Wonderful. Okay, now let's talk about Zeneca. Now Zeneca definitely should have a total score which is a multiple of 3. So Zeneca will either have 20 plus 1, that is 21, or will have 20 plus 4, that is 24. ओके, सो 1 या 4 में से कोई ना कोई एक मिसिंग स्कोर इसका है. डन. अब आगे चलते हैं. ठीक है. नाउ हाउ मेनी बुल्स आई डू वी हैव टू फिल among round 1 and round 2 and round 3? Total number of bullseye कितनी फिल करनी है? For Tansy it is 1, for Omeza it is 2, वांगडू का नहीं बचा कुछ, जाइला का कुछ भी नहीं बचा है, सब कुछ फिल हो चुका है. For Yonita it is 1 and for Zeneca it is 2. Okay, so these are the number of bullseye that we'll have to fill. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 bullseye will have to fill. Okay, now look at point number 4. The number of players hitting bullseye in round 2 was double that in round 3. Now round 3 में एक bullseye तो आ चुका है. So if I'll assume that there is only one bullseye in round 3, so number of bullseye in round 2 will be double of this, that is 2 bullseye, and the remaining 3 bullseye will come in round number 1. Remaining 3 bullseye. Okay. Now is it possible? Yes, it may be possible. We'll see. Tansy and Zeneca had the same score in round 1 but different scores in round 3. Now Tansy and Zeneca have different scores in round 3. All right, ठीक है. So okay, so number of bullseye in round 1, can it be 3? So एक आ चुका है, बाकी 2 आ सकते हैं. Yes, it is very much possible. Okay, now so 1 bullseye in round 3, 2 bullseye in round 2 and 3 bullseye in round 1, ये possibility है. But if I take 2 bullseye in round 3, then there will be 4 bullseye in round 2. Can we have 4 bullseye in round 2? Yes, we may have. And then after that, no bullseye should be there in round number 1. Now, Tansy and Zeneca have the same score in round 1. Now, look at Tansy and Zeneca, right? Tansy and Zeneca, what will be the same score that may have in round 1? Once again, there is one student who has mentioned a comment. So let me read that. Zeneca has 4 in round 3. Zeneca has 4 in round 3. ये किसने बोला है? Edits cinema. Now, how can you say that this person will have a 4 in round 3? Yes. Any logic behind that? I'm just asking you any logic behind that. No logic? चलिए देखते हैं. ठीक है? We'll discuss about that. Okay? Okay. And the number of players hitting bullseye, ठीक है, ये हो गया. But different scores in round. So Tansy and Zeneca have the same score in round 1, but different in round 3. Okay. Now let's talk about Zeneca scores in like one of the extra rounds. Now if Zeneca will also score 1, okay, if Zeneca will score 1, then राउंड 1 एंड राउंड 3, राउंड 1 में अगर सेम स्कोर होता है तो राउंड 3 में डिफरेंट स्कोर नहीं हो पाएगा. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाई वी कैन से दैट Zeneca will score a 4. Zeneca will score a 4 in one of the rounds. So Zeneca के स्कोर क्या हो जाएंगे? 5 5 and 4. So Zeneca's total score will be 20 plus 4, that is 24. इतना क्लियर हो गया? Now in round 1, Tansy and Zeneca have the same score. So Tansy and Zeneca have the same score, so they can only have 5 5 in round 1. Okay, and in round 3, Tansy will have 1. Okay, and since they have different scores in round 3, so it can be either 4 or 5. ये check करते हैं. अब 4 आएगा या 5 आएगा, ये बस पता करना है. ठीक है. Now, if I'll put a 5 here, if I'll put a 5 here in round 3, so 2 bullseye here, then I have to put 4 bullseye here in round 2. Now, these many bullseye are not left. Itne bullseye bache hi nahi hai abhi. Okay. So I can say that this person will have 4. This person will have 4 in round 3 and 5 in round 2. ठीक है. Yes, yes, yes. I have already done that. ठीक है. अब आगे चलते हैं. सो नंबर ऑफ बुलजाई इन राउंड वन, 1 2 3. ठीक है. अब क्या क्या स्कोर्स बचे हैं फिल करने के लिए. ओके, सो आई रेज 5 and 1. टेंजी का कंप्लीटली फिल हो चुका है. आई एम लेफ्ट विद ओमेजा. ओके, आई एम लेफ्ट विद योनिता एंड जेनिका इज ऑलरेडी डन. ओके, so now I'm left with 3 bullseye to be filled. 3 bullseye to be filled. Okay. Now 3 में से अगर मैं एक राउंड 3 में दे देता हूं एंड 2 राउंड 2 में दे देता हूं, then I will be sorted. Okay, right? But if I'll not give any bullseye to round 3, that means only 1 bullseye in round 3. There will be 2 bullseye in round 2 which are already filled. That means I have to now give all the 3 bullseye in round 1, which is not possible. Okay, so that is why I'll have to give one more bullseye in round 3. So round 3, Omeza will have a bullseye. That means in round 2 there will be 4 bullseye. So remaining 2 will also be bullseye. And in round 1, Omeza will score 2 and Yonita will score 2. All right. So these are the final scores of these people in the given rounds. All right. Okay. So now all of you, this was slightly lengthy, slightly difficult, I'll say. Okay. Now I must say that you all need to look at the recording of this session once again. Then only you'll be able to understand it completely. Now let's quickly answer the questions. So I'll be using this table. I'll be coming back to this table. So what is the highest total score? Highest total score, as you can see on the right hand side, the rightmost side, it is 25. Okay, so 25 is the highest total score. So the correct answer will be option C. That's it. Next question. What was Zenika's total score? Now Zenika's total score at the bottom, you can see it is 24. So the correct answer for second question is 24. Question number 3. Which of the following statements is true? Zenika's score was 23. No, it was 24. Xyla was the highest scorer. Let's check if Xyla was the highest scorer. Now, Xyla, yes, with 25 marks, with a score of 25, yes, Xyla was the highest scorer. So the correct answer will be option B, right? That's it. Now, next question, which of the following, what was Tenzi's score in round 3? Now, Tenzi ka score round 3 mein kitna hai? Tenzi's score in round 3 is 1. So, the correct answer will be option C. Option C, that is 1. Okay. So, these are the 4 questions of this set. And that's all about the set. So, the set was actually a wonderful set, and this is the type of questions that we get in our examinations. Now friends, you can unlock your free trial on the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Just visit our application, enter your mobile number and click start free trial to unlock a 3-day free trial access. Like I told you earlier, we have just started with our MHCT program. Okay, MHCT specialized course. These are the inclusions of these courses. There will be 55 plus live classes, 50 plus recorded live classes, 250 plus pre-recorded conceptual videos. There will be 12 mock papers which are based on actual paper pattern and more than 3,500 practice questions with different level of difficulty. Okay, so all of you can enroll in this MHCT specialized course by visiting our application. Okay, now this is what I was telling you. The original price for this was 12,000 rupees and we were offering 50% discount. So the price was 6,000. Now, additionally, now we are offering 20% discount. So the price that you'll have to pay for this entire program will be 4,800 rupees. That's it. Now, this price includes all the live lectures, your entire portal, the complete test series, including 12 mock papers and practice questions. The number of practice questions is more than 3,500. So go ahead and enroll for this program. Now, today at 7 p.m., Saral sir will be taking a live and interactive workshop on our application in which he'll be discussing the 12-month study plan for CAT 2024. So, register for this workshop. This is free of cost. This is a free live interactive workshop. Can click on talk to our counselor on our BYJU'S Exam Prep application. And like in case you want to talk to our counselor and fetch information about any of the programs that we are offering, you are most welcome. Click talk to our counselor and interact with him or her. Can get social with us on all these social media platforms. That's all from my side for the day. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.